Next, we're going to hear from Felix Kramer, the founder, and Costanza Gonzalo, the communications lead and designer for Active Allies. Felix, Costanza.
Thank you for inviting us. And I have to say, those photos were just an incredible way to start this program. We'll be talking about some things you may not know about. Don't worry, participants will get more information. For decades now, volunteering to spread awareness about climate change and solutions has given my life purpose. And it's given me new friends and colleagues. They raise my spirits. May this happen for you too. I've launched startups that have made a difference, including leading the campaign to get car makers to build plug-in hybrids. Recently, I've become more hopeful. One morning, I woke up and said to my wife, Rochelle Lefkowitz, maybe we're not doomed. I evaluate climate action by 3 criteria: scope, scale, and speed. We still have time to avert catastrophe and build a livable world if we can catalyze changes at the scope, scale, and speed required. Our Bay Area is loaded with imaginative and dedicated entrepreneurs, activists, advocates, and climate leaders. They can use reinforcements. Here we are. Decades ago, I asked a friend, is our best work still ahead of us? I hope when we look back from 2030, we'll say today's diverse climate activists of every age became the great intergeneration. It's time to give ourselves permission to imagine what we really want and work together for that. Why should older activists merely tell young adults, work your butts off for the rest of your lives to avoid the worst consequences of climate change? Instead, how about for a flourishing future, let's collaborate with nature and technology to actually reverse global warming, protect species, avert extinction, restore our climate, and build a just world. We're about to try that by promoting the benefits of regenerative agriculture in California's Central Valley. We know how to do this. We can put to work every person who needs a job, so 8 billion people can have ample and pure water and food, clean air and energy, and live in safety, health, and comfort. We're even making progress toward the UN's 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Plus, we can afford it. In MBA language, there are business models to save the world. In COVID's cloud, I find a silver lining. For the first time ever, billions of people around the world awaken daily to the shared reality of the pandemic and to a shared consciousness of how we coexist with nature. And many of us decide to act in ways to protect ourselves and others. To say we're all in this together in our ultra-connected world means heartfelt voices quickly spread everywhere. Amanda Gorman's inaugural poem, The Hill We Climb, thrilled us. Greta Thunberg has galvanized hundreds of millions by speaking truth to power. I've given many people her $9 book, No One is Too Small to Make a Difference. Alongside Greta are multitudes of young people. They have the most to lose and the most to gain. They're ready to go all in for better futures. Let's follow their lead and make this decade the transformational 20s. Active Allies works across generations, connecting with young adults who can supply the energy, vision, and leadership to save us. Like Anna Michelle, 24 this week and here today. Among her many insights, she helped me craft my email sign-off, together in grief and hope with radical determination. And to tell you more about Active Allies and how you can help with the Central Valley and other projects, here's our communications lead and designer, Costanza Gonzalo. She's zooming in today from Panama, where she's visiting her family. She's one of thousands in the Bay Area alone, eager for us to work with them. You're in for a good time.
Thank you, Felix, for that intro. Costanza, and we're an intergenerational climate action organization with lots of room for older adults. Right off the bat, we are looking for volunteers to help research and build a special wiki, a crowdsourced encyclopedia, where we'll build a directory of resources, organizations, and projects on regenerative agriculture. Our patient project managers will teach you, and it will be easy and fun. More about us, we are a network of project managers, sponsors, mentors, volunteers, and other partner organizations who work together to get climate projects done. Felix and our co-founder Anna started the Active Allies program to empower young people's essential work on climate solutions in the spirit of intergenerational collaboration and justice. And Active Allies supports a young person earlier in their career so that they can not just volunteer, but get paid and mentored to advance what they care about most, while building the regenerative economy that we need. For example, we partner with the Anthropocene Institute, where our co-founder Anna is working as a climate advocate, and 350 Bay Area, where Nick Vasco works as the mobilizing team organizer. More about myself, I graduated from UC Davis with a major in environmental policy last year in the midst of the pandemic, racial justice protests, a chaotic election, and the climate crisis. And it's felt very chaotic, but it's helped a lot to be working on the things that I care about. Otherwise, I would quite frankly feel very hopeless and overwhelmed. And I think other project managers feel the same way, where we look forward to the support from individuals and organizations so we can focus all of our time and energy on tackling the climate crisis and environmental justice. After a year of working here, I've learned immensely from my peers and my mentors about communicating about the climate crisis in a way that's understandable, relatable, and accessible to all people. So more on what we're looking for and how we're advancing the organization. We're currently hiring a campaign manager for Active Allies. If you or others in your family or network knows a great candidate, send them to us. We're looking for more core team volunteers to help us grow, starting with people to help us on recruitment and partnerships and legal advice. And we're looking for sponsors, mentors, and advisors to help our project managers get all the resources that they need. We're really excited about our big new project, and today's our kickoff announcement for the Central Valley Grow Better initiative. So with this project, we aim to build a rural, small town, urban coalition of growers and eaters to advance regenerative agriculture, starting in the Central Valley that produces a fourth of America's food. Regenerative agriculture starts with farming the way that nature works, and it's a win-win way to put carbon back in the soil. Our volunteers will research what's happening already at farms and organizations, and we'll reach out to partners as we focus on jobs, economic justice, healthy food, and community resilience. We hope some of these ideas have caught your eye, and we can talk more about how we can collaborate. Thank you.
And thank you, Costanza and Felix. Thank you both.